Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, and follow my business page at Brishari, y'all, because I got big things coming. And yeah, if you haven't checked out my last video, go check out my vlog. Y'all seen I've been consistent. I'm trying to get into the vlogging. Don't get it twisted though. Me getting into vlogging don't mean that I'm ever gonna give up on these story times. I'm always gonna be here with y'all. I think today is 13 days till Halloween. I am not sure. I'm not sure because my phone not by me. It's died. So yeah, let's get into this story. So y'all, this one is another oldie but goodie. I was gonna tell a story time because y'all, okay, look, let me just explain. Y'all be asking me for story times about my man, and I be ready to tell them. Like, it be so many stories. I be thinking about just like the funny moments when we was like in the dating, getting to know each other, friendship, whatever the fuck we was stage. And it's so many moments, and I be talking about it to him, and he be like, if you want to tell it, tell it. Like, he for whatever, I'm for. But then I be about to tell it, and I be like, I don't know. I just want to keep him to myself. Not like that, y'all, but like, I don't know. Some stuff I'll tell y'all. It's not nothing bad or anything like that, but I don't know. Anyway, so let's get into it. So this story time is not about him, but this story time is funny though. So I haven't did a story time talking about Shisha and them in a minute, so this is about her. Okay, so we're winding back when we was in college and stuff like that. Boom. So y'all already know we was hanging out in the hood like every day, me, Shisha, and Toya. So one day Shisha called me up and she was just like, girl, what is you doing? Like, so I'm like, nothing, I just got home. Like, I literally left from class, and I ain't gonna lie. Your girl was having a little headache and I wanted to go eat and stuff like that. Because one thing about us, when we go hang out in the hood, sometimes we'll have lunch day where we'll pick, okay, I'm gonna buy lunch for everybody today. Okay, you gonna buy lunch for everybody today. When it was my lunch day, baby, we was eating the fuck good. When it was their lunch day, we eating Little Caesars. Okay, look. So, I forgot who. It was somebody day. Or maybe we wasn't doing it that day. Because we would do it like once a week or some shit like that. But anyway, I wanted to go home. My grandpa had said he had got me a Ramona's burrito. I'm gonna go eat that. So I literally after class, I did not wait around. I had left. So anyway, she called me like, girl, what are you doing? Like, I didn't see you after class. Did you leave earlier? You didn't go to it, or what happened? Because we didn't have the same class or whatever. So I'm like, nah, I had went home like straight after I had something to do, devour that burrito. So anyway, so she like, girl, okay, well, a little bit later, you want to come with me to go do something? So I'm like, go with you where? Because she should always up to get something. So I'm like, go what you wear. So she was just like, okay, this boy I've been talking to or whatever. She was like, I met him back in the day. She was like, but me and him been talking or whatever, but he just got out and he trying to see me. Mind you, she met this boy back in MySpace days. So she claimed she met up with him, and y'all gonna see why I said claim. So anyway, oh, look at my spooky nails, y'all. Sorry, y'all. My ghost face. Come on now, focus. But it won't focus for some odd reason. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. So she told me like, yeah, she want to go see him. He just got out, and they've been talking like up until, I guess, a month ago. They started talking or whatever. She's like, yeah, he just got out. He's trying to see her or whatever. So I'm like, girl, okay. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come get you. I'm like, I'm going to get Toya and I'm going to come get you. She was like, no, do not get Toya. Do not bring Toya, whatever like that. I do not want her to come because she's so judgmental and she be doing the most and all this da-da-da-da-da. So I'm like, all right, dang, because I know she going to call me like, where y'all at? So I'm like, well, you just tell her you don't want her to go then, because I already know she was gonna hit me up. It was like clockwork. We always was together. So she was like, no, you tell her, like, just make up something. I'm like, girl, no, you the one who don't want her to come, you tell her, whatever. So I ended up finished doing what I was doing, and I went to go ahead to get Shisha or whatever. When I pick up Shisha, she in the car, she just sitting outside. We sitting outside her house for a cool minute because she trying to figure out where the address and stuff is at like that. So I'm telling her, I'm like, Toya had hit me up and asked me like, come, like where I'm at or whatever when I was on my way here. And I told her I was about to take you somewhere. So she was like, come get her. But I ain't respond yet. So I was all like, tell her you don't want her to go. So she like, no, you tell her, just make up something. Just say like, you got something to do, or say you about to meet up with your old friend Toxic or something like that, and you don't want her to come, or you something, just make something up. So I'm like, girl, no, you tell her, whatever. So she ain't trying to tell her. So Toya ended up calling me. She like, girl, why you ain't respond back? Like, where y'all at? So I was all like, girl, she should about to go meet up with this dude and she don't want you to come. Y'all, I know y'all probably gonna think like, girl, not you throwing her in the bus, but not you trying to make me lie about something when you don't want her. Just say it. My thing is, it's not like she was scared of her. She would always like be very open if she didn't want her to do something or whatever, but it was like, just say it. Don't try to make me seem like the weirdo. So she like, put me me on speaker, put me on speaker. I'm like, girl, you already on a Bluetooth. So she yelling or whatever. She like, Shisha, you fake as fuck. Who you finna go meet up with? Why you don't want me to come? Da 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 da. She like, see that right there? You be doing too much. You be yelling. Da da da. You be doing the most. So she like, girl, ain't nobody about to be worried. She's like, no, we gonna be back in a little bit. We gonna see you in a bit. So she's like, all right, Symone, you know where I'm gonna be at. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see you in a minute. I'm just about to take Shisha go see this boy or whatever. She, you know, they trying to rekindle. So Shisha like, Symone, cause I guess I'm saying too much. So she like, rekindle. Wait. When the last time you see him? So she like, bye Toya. So she ended up hanging up the phone. And I'm like, girl, my bad. Like, why you being so secretive with this dude? Like, who is he or whatever? So she was just like, oh, girl, no, like, I'm not being secretive with him. She was like, it's just where he from. Like, you know, mind you, where we hung out at, they didn't get along where old boy was from. And it's not like just some, we really don't fuck with them. It was really like real beef in the streets with them two hoods or whatever. So she was like, yeah, you know, they don't get along. Where he from such and such. So I'm like, you fuck with the ops? But I ain't said the ops. I probably said the enemies or something like that. Whatever word or term people was using for people that were not their friends. So I'm like, you fuck with them? Like the enemies? Like you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I did not say that. I said you fuck with, and I probably dissed they hood. No judgment. So anyway, so she was like, girl yes, da 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 da, all this other shit. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, how did you meet him again? She like, girl, I met him on MySpace back in the day. She like, we met up once or whatever, and she was like, we lost contact or whatever. And yeah, so I'm like, that's crazy. Like, your whole family is from over here. Like, ain't no way you about to be able to be dealing with some dude like from over there. Ain't no way. Cause how he gonna come over here and they gonna be pressing? Like, ain't no way. So she like, girl, ain't nobody gonna know. That's why I don't want Tanya to come or whatever. So I'm like, girl, okay, well, where he live at? I don't know why I automatically assume he will live somewhere not in his hood, because I ain't want to go over there. They grimy as hell and shit. So then she like, so she was like, oh, he live such and such. She said the street. So I'm like, bitch. Mind you, it wasn't too far from where we was from, because that's one thing about LA. It's hoods everywhere. You would be across the street from your enemies. Like, the hoods just don't make no sense. They too close together to say that you beefing with this 2 blocks away. What? So anyway, so she was just like, yeah, like, how is this side of the street one hood and this side a different one? Okay, look. Anyway, so she was like, what she had said? So she was like, yeah, we gonna go over there. So I'm like, girl, no. She was like, yes, Symone, come on. So I'm like, you want me to just drop you off? And she was like, no, like, I want you to stay. So we ended up pulling up to over there or whatever. It wasn't too busy on the street that day or whatever, I guess. But when we pulled up to his house, the house was full of people on the porch. They outside in the yard. They had the weights in the yard. Like, this house was real institutionalized. You could tell the whole house done been to prison. Why y'all got weights in the front yard? Anyway, I ain't here to judge nobody, because I had a family member that has some stuff like that going on in their front yard. Okay, so anyway, so we get out the car. She like, get out the car with me. I'm like, girl, no. She's like, get out the car with me. Like we just gonna stay right here. He said finna come outside. So we both got out the car and we standing like on the side of my car. I don't know why we standing leaning on the car like bad boys. So we stand there, we just staring at the people. Like, we look and they like, who you here for? Who you here for? So somebody was like, she here for me. She here for me. Chill, like, chill. So he finally come out the house. The door swang open. This boy didn't even close it behind him. Like, you don't care about flies going in there? My grandma would have screamed. Anyway, so he come outside or whatever, and he's smiling. He walking up to us smiling. So I'm looking like, oh, this nigga real institutionalized. Like, he still had on the jail clothes. Not a big jumpsuit, y'all. But you know the regular clothes, I guess, they would give you if you get to leave from jail. Mind you, she said he didn't get out this day. I think he been out for like a week. Why do you still have on the jail clothes that they provided to you? You cannot be that poor. Anyway, he come outside. I know somebody could have let that man borrow something. Like, it ain't no way you still got this outfit. This is a jail outfit. Anyway, like I said, he walking up to us smiling or whatever. The nigga that was lifting the weights, he stopped mid-weights looking like, who the fuck is them? Everybody looking. I'm like, oh, this is just too much for me. I'm just on my phone because I'm like, But I'm staring at him because he walking up to us smiling, and I thought I was tripping. I'm like, why is this nigga looking at me? When he walked up, we both was like, hi. So he hugged me and he was like, how you been? He's like, damn, Shisha, you looking good. And Shisha was like, boy, because I'm confused. I'm confusion like a motherfucker. He hugged, like, why is you hugging me? Because I ain't hug back. When he hugged me, I was still stiff to him. So I'm like, what did you talking about? So Shisha was like, nigga, for real? And he looked at me. He said, oh, shit, I'm tripping. You know, nigga wear glasses. I ain't even got them on. Like, come here, girl. And he pulled her and he hugged her. And they hugged each other. He's like, I'm tripping. My thing is, girl, I'm thinking to myself, are you sure you met up with him before? Because why the hell he thought I was you? We don't look nothing alike. He gonna say, I knew that wasn't you. See, I knew I wasn't tripping. I was gonna say, damn, you not thick like you is in your pictures. Not too much gel, nigga, because you got me fucked up. You know damn well this ass fat. No, I'm just kidding. But I ain't want that man looking at me like that. Anyway, so she laughing or whatever. So she was just like, what's up? Like, they talking or whatever like that. So he like, oh, like, I'm good, da 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 da. So I was like, oh. So I'm just standing there, you know, just scrolling through my phone. So he was like, you look bored. You want me to call one of my homies for you? So I was like, nah, it's cool. He was like, hold on, I'm gonna call my uncle for you. I don't know what it is about Eastside niggas that think they could call their crackhead ass uncle for you, but that is, don't do it. Because it's crazy. When I was dating a boy that I said had more kids in Future, he was trying to hook, I'm gonna say the name. He was trying to hook Toxic up with his uncle that looked like he just got off drugs. So it is crazy because this dude was trying to do the same thing to me. So her little boo, he over here like, a nigga hop up off the porch, look like he ain't got no teeth in his mouth. Got a fucking canned beer in a brown paper bag. He over here walking up. I said, oh no, it's cool, it's fine. So she was like, who is that? He's like, that's my aunt. That nigga a player. He got money. They love to say that. No, he don't. He looked like he just got out of rehab yesterday. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm fine. So he's like, dang, don't do him like that. So his uncle came over there. He like, oh, okay. What the boop, just talking a whole bunch of stuff, spitting damn near in my eye. He was a little bit too close to me too. I was just like, oh, this is too much for me. So anyway, and when he seen I wasn't interested, I don't know why you would think I'm interested. This man looked like he was old enough to be my grandpa. When he seen I wasn't interested, he ended up walking away or whatever, talking shit. Literally, he was like talking shit. So anyway, so they still just talking and chilling and stuff like that. So he was like, you trying to go up in the house? And she was like, who all up in your house? So he like, oh, my auntie, my cousin, my mama, my grandma's sister, my mama's baby daddy's uncle, cousin, baby mama's third sister-in-law, and my daddy's sister's brother, but my mama boyfriend in there too, and her cousin, but my niece in there, and my uncle's son, grandpa, and the children from down the street. But I mean, ain't nobody really fucking with it. We could go in the room. I was like, what? So she was like, it's too many people in the house. Like, it's way too many people in the house. Mind you, at this point when we was outside, it's like kids running around. They end up running outside and stuff like that. It's a lot of people in and out this house because people kept trying to look to see like who he was outside talking to. So I'm like standing there looking at her because I'm just thinking like, girl, what is going on? And it's not like we could take him anywhere. He from the wrong side of the tracks. So anyway, so she like, boy, no, I'm not trying to go up in there or whatever. I'm like, not trying to go in the house. So he was like, dang, I'm just trying to have a little bit of alone time with you. Like, dang, you ain't trying to go in the house. So she was like, no, I'm not trying to go in the house. He was like, damn, you know a nigga fresh, y'all. I was trying to get me some, you know, cootie cat. And she was like, boy. And she looked at me. Girl, you know what the fuck you came over here for. Don't look at me. Do what you got to do. Ain't nobody judging you. So anyway, so he was like, yeah. She like, boy. So he was like, man, stop playing. Like, stop playing. You was saying none of that over the text messages. So she was just like, it's too many people in the house though. Like, it's too many people in the house. She was like, Symone, you trying to go in the house? So I'm like, no. Because my thing is, if y'all go in the room and get it in, what, I'm going to sit on the floor Indian style with my back turned waiting for y'all to get done? Or I'm going to have to be in the living room with all these people? And it's crazy because she should have me in a situation like, oh, she love dealing with niggas. They got a lot of people in their house. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm like, no. So he was like, oh no, I was saying like we could go in the house or whatever, just like real quick or whatever. I was like, well, if y'all gonna go in the house, I'll just come back. So she's like, Symone, let us get in your back seat. Bitch, if you think I want my car smell like bounce that ass, bitch, you motherfucking wrong. So I was like, girl, no. I was like, just go in the house and I'll come back and get you or whatever. So she's like, dang, just wait outside in the car for me. He been in jail all this time. It ain't gonna take long. So he laughing. He like, oh, you got Joe's. Nah. We gonna be up in there going rounds. So I'm like, I'll just come back, girl. Like, you know, we ain't that far. So she like, I don't know. She's like, hold on. Let me see. She's like, can I go in the house and see what it's looking like? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell somebody got the room. They already know. Like, he was like, they already know what I'm on. Like, they already know. So it's good. They gonna get out the room. They gonna give us our little privacy. We good. And she was like, let me go see what it's looking like first. And she was like, and then if I ain't feeling it, then no. She was like, but just wait for me. So I'm like, all right. Once they walked on that motherfucking porch, I hopped in my car and turned it on. I didn't drive off yet, but I was like, yeah, she better like what it's looking like in there, or she better get her ass in the car and let's leave because either way it go, I'm leaving. So I'm sitting in there and she said she was gonna come back out, but yeah, she didn't come back out. Like 5 minutes later, she ended up calling me. She's like, all right, Symone, I'm gonna call you when I'm ready. So I'm like, cool. When I heard the all right, Symone, I'm driving off. So I ended up leaving. I pull up to, you know, where I hang out at in the hood, not my hood, but a hood that I was hanging out in every day. So I pull up, Toya over there. She like, girl, y'all is fake as fuck. Da, 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 da. Why she didn't want me coming over there? So they like, yeah, who she over there dealing with? Like Von and Dirk and them. And it's not really it's not really King Von and Lil Durk. Because I don't want nobody talking about, oh, bitch, I knew you fucked with the old blocks. And they be like, girl, I ain't never even stepped foot in Chicago. You'll be surprised at so many people that be thinking shit like that. Anyway, so yeah, so Von and Dirk, they like, yeah, who she fuck with? Like, why she up over there? And the other dudes from over there, they talking. They like, who she fuck with? Like, why she don't want Toya over there? Like, who she trying to be secretive? Da 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 da, all this other stuff. So I'm like, he ain't from nowhere. Like, she don't deal with nobody that's from nowhere. I don't know, like, I don't know him. So they like, nah, where you drop her off at? Like, what street? They pressing, mind you. She got like people from over there, so some of them is pressing. I'm like, I don't know. Y'all gotta ask Shisha. She a grown ass woman. Y'all gotta ask her. They like, oh, okay, Symone, you being secretive. Da 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 da. They just talking shit. So we just laughing and stuff like that, and we just chilling. So Toya like, girl, when you go get her, I'm coming with you. So I'm like, at this point, I really don't care. Shit, if you come with me, you come with me, because I didn't want to ride by myself. One thing about it, when I had first learned how to drive, I hated driving by myself. Like, I didn't do the freeways, and I did not like being in the car alone. Like, I like for people to drive with me, because your girl could barely drive, and I need you to tell me if I could get over or not. So anyway, she was like, I'm gonna come with you. I'm like, okay, cool or whatever, because yeah. They like, y'all going to the after hours tomorrow night? So we like, duh, we always go to the after hours on Fridays. Like, this is our thing. So he was like, nah, such and such, somebody from some hood had rented it out. It was his, well, not rented it out, because everybody was still gonna be there, whoever was coming. So maybe he did rent it out, but it really didn't matter, because yeah. So he was like, it was somebody's birthday, and he was like, yeah, he having his shit there tomorrow. So we like, oh, we finna be there. We happy as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, we gonna be there. Because one thing about it, when we was young, it was like, niggas, we was just so excited to meet people, be around different people. It was just so much fun. That's one thing too I gotta explain. I know y'all probably like, girl, you explained too much in this story. No, I just gotta let y'all know one thing about it. Just because I was like boy crazy, I wouldn't say I was boy crazy. Like, I like to meet new people, talk to new people, and that'd be just that. I never really took stuff too far for real. But like, just because I was kind of like boy crazy back then, that does not mean I was doing the do with all these people. I wasn't fuck, all of them. It be this guy, he always DM me talking about, we are concerned about your body count. Who is we? And why? The fuck? My thing is, I wasn't just doing it with all these dudes. And even if I was, who I don't make you come, sir, so why do you care? Anyway, so back to the story. Yeah, we excited, we happy. So Von looking over, because you already know me and Von had this little love relationship that was unspoken thing. So Von looked at me, he was like, damn, you getting too excited, like you too happy for the such and such, like he said, they hood to be up in there tomorrow. And I was just like, no, I'm just happy because it's gonna be lit. He's like, our shit always lit, regardless who up in there, like our shit always lit. So I'm like, I know, but tomorrow really finna be lit. So I'm like, Tanya, we gotta get us an outfit. We gotta go to the Mexico Plaza tomorrow, or today, something. We could go tomorrow and we get us an outfit. So he like, damn, you getting a new outfit? You don't never get no new outfit to come up in there. So I was like, well, it's different. It's gonna be a whole bunch of people up in there. Everybody about to be fly, like it's somebody's birthday. So he like, nah, let me find out. You too happy. Like, he getting a little jealous. So every time he'll get a little jealous and people will notice it, they'd be like, oh, Von, you jealous? Oh, okay. He like, nah. One thing about it, I knew, like I said, the chemistry was there, but we just, I don't know. Like I said, we're not talking more about it, but it was crazy because this is how I knew he liked me for real. And I know y'all gonna be like, girl, what? Because I swear, he was the most disrespectful one. When we met him, because I had already knew Dirk, but when we met Von, even though I was his brother, I never knew him before. This nigga was the most disrespectfulest one. Like, he would call us all type of bitches, these bitches, bitch. He would not care. He was disrespectful with it. And then it's not like he would say it like, y'all bitches funny. It'd be like disrespectful with it. And he never really got too much disrespectful with me, but his B word was very strong. But when it came to me, I was Symone. That's how I knew he liked me, because I stopped being called a bitch. And I know it's gonna be somebody that's gonna be like, girl, but like I said, I was young. I was 18 at this time, and at that time I didn't care. Like I said, nowadays I do not go for that. You was not gonna be my name. You don't address me at that. But anyway, so yeah, so he like, it'd be like cute, because we'd be like back and forth, like flirting and stuff like that. And he was just like, Symone, take me to the store real quick. Like, take me to the store. So when he would say stuff like that, at first people wouldn't read the room, like, because it wasn't too flirty. But when it would be like, Symone, do this, niggas ain't hopping in the car. Ain't nobody hopping in the car. They know, like, oh, he trying to be with just her. So I'm like, all right, come on. So we hop in the car, and he talking to me, and he was just like, damn, like, you trying to meet somebody from such and such. So I'm like, I'm not trying to meet nobody. And he's like, you be playing games. Like, you could really have a real one by your side, in your corner, da-da-da-da-da. But you be like, you don't want to be in a relationship. Then you fuck with these weird ass niggas talking about 7. I was about to say that boy name. Talking about 7, like, then you fucking weird ass niggas who don't even want to take you serious, who's doing all this other shit. But then you got me right here, da 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 da. Then you say you don't want to be in with nobody, you want to be single, but then you be over here talking about how niggas is weird. And I'm just like, I don't. And I was like, see, well, that's why I don't want to take nothing serious with you, because I done went through all these weirdos and I'm scared you gonna do the same. So he like, let me, like, he like, man, whatever, like, you be playing, like, you be playing. So I'm like, I don't be playing, I don't know, it's just flirt for real, like, I don't know. I said, like, we gonna see, and he's like, whatever. So we end up pulling up to the store, whatever, and he get out, he big over there too fucking long, like, he's like, he over there too long. He talking to people from his hood. At this point, one of the other boys that I'm cool with, he come over there, he talking, he like, where y'all at? Like, I didn't even know y'all was outside. I'm like, we were around the corner, hop in, shit, you could come with us. So when Von, Dirk, oh, what y'all talking to? Dirk. My bad, I had got their names mixed up just now. I just thought about that. The one I was talking to was Dirk. We pull off, and next thing you know, he sparked up a cigarette in my car. That shit used to piss me off. He sparked up a cigarette in my car, and the boy in the back seat was like, dang, let's just give him a name. The boy in the backseat, June. June, that was my homie. Oh my God, God rest his soul. But anyway, so June was in the back, and he was all like, let me hit that. So he jumped, he was like, what the fuck? And he like, nigga, June, when did you get in the car? He was like, bro, I got in the car. You didn't even see, you be slacking. Like, a nigga could have been an op in the backseat. Like, not an op, but he said like an enemy in the backseat, and I could have just got you. Like, your ass be slacking. How you ain't even see me get in the car? So he like, damn, I ain't even notice your ass get in the car. What the fuck? So we just laughing, because I knew he was finna do that, because he had said behind him. But I don't understand how you didn't see him when you got in the car. That was funny. But anyway, so we ended up pulling back up over there. We was outside for a cool little minute, just chilling and stuff like that. And she should end up calling me. For her to say he was gonna be quick, he sure wasn't. She ended up calling me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm finna go. I'm about to go pick up Shisha, and I'll be right back. So they like, we finna come, fuck it. We finna come. We trying to see who he is. We finna go press this nigga. So I'm like, no, y'all can't come. Y'all can't come. So they like, why? So they like, why? Like, why we can't come? So I was like, no, y'all just can't come. Like, y'all can't come. I don't want to do her like that. Like, she gonna be mad at me. They like, man, fuck it. Like, that's our people. Like, she'll be okay. So Dirk like, I'm coming, Symone. Like, I'm riding. Like, if I want to get in the car, I'm getting in the car. So I'm like, you cannot come. He like, why? I'm like, we gonna go back to y'all house later and chill. I'm like, after we drop Shisha. Look, me trying to really avoid, because they cannot go over there. They can't go over there. It would have been real bad for all of us. So I'm like, let me just hurry up and go get her. I was like, and y'all wrap it up, because I'm gonna get y'all a ride home, and me and Tanya gonna chill at y'all house for a little bit anyway. So y'all just hurry up and wrap it up. So when he heard that, he like, oh, okay. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna end up calling it a night. So if y'all want me to take y'all, like, yeah. So he like, oh, you gonna chill at you all gonna come chill at the crib? He didn't care about Tanya coming, because they used to get into it. He's like, oh, you gonna chill at the crib? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna chill, but let me go get her real quick. So he like, okay, all right, hurry up. So Tanya hopped in the car or whatever. She was like, bitch, where he live at? Where he live at? So I'm like, girl, because she finna see anywhere where the nigga lives. So I'm like, he live on such and such. She said, why he live in a such and such? Like, said they hood. So I'm like, girl, I ain't even saying that. So she was like, Symone! She screamed. Why did you screaming to the top of your lungs while I'm driving? I barely know how to drive. She like, he from blah, blah, blah. I said, girl. She was like, no, what the fuck? So she was like, no, he not. No, he not. So I said, girl. She was like, oh my God, this bitch is crazy. What is she doing? I was like, I think that's why she wants you to come over here. She was like, what? No, hell no. What the fuck? I'm gonna press her. Oh my God, no. She's like, what's wrong with her? I said, girl, I don't know. I told her, like, how is this even finna work out? She's like, that is crazy. No, for real, how is this finna work out? I'm like, girl. Because literally, like, all her people, like her dad, everybody was damn near from this damn hood. So I'm like, I don't know how this finna work for this girl. So anyway, we end up pulling up to come get her, and we pull up, same people outside programming, but it's somebody else on the weight bench. I don't know why they just institutionalized. But anyway, so they end up coming outside, and Shisha walking, she's smiling, and Toya rolled, mind you, I told you my tent was dark. Toya rolled down the window, and she looked, and she was like, get in the back seat, bitch. Because remember I told y'all Shisha thought my front seat was her. So Shisha was like, her smile turned into a frown. She was like, Symone. And I was like, girl, get in the car. So she like, Toya, get in the back. You already know, get in the back. She's like, nope, I'm not getting in the back. And she hurried up and like locked the door, because she tried to grab it. She was like, get in the back. Like, for real, stop playing, get in the back. So she's like, I'm not getting in the back. I'm not getting in the back. Oh boy, he didn't even walk her down to the car. Literally, he stopped at the weight bench. I guess it was his turn to press. So anyway, she like, get in the back. So I'm like, she should just get in the car. I'm not trying to be right here for real. Like, get in the car, because you be doing too much. I don't know why you think you're gonna bully people out my front seat, but just hop in the back. So she hopped in the back seat. She like, you lucky I wanna lay down a little bit. So I was like, girl. So Tanya like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? She loud. So I rolled my window up, my bitch, shut up. So she like, what is wrong with you? She like, see, that's why I didn't want your ass coming. Symone, why would you bring her? I was like, girl, you know I do not like driving by myself, and it's dark right now, girl, please. So I'm just like, yeah, girl, no, you knew she was gonna come. I don't know why you thought that. I was like, shit, Vaughn and Dirk and June and all of them was trying to come too. She was like, what the fuck? Did you tell them? I'm like, girl, no, that's your business to tell them. I told them, I don't think he bang. I don't know where he from. That's, y'all gotta ask her. So she was like, I'm about to avoid them. I don't even want to see them. So her and Toya talking, and she was like, I don't care. Like, that's somebody I knew from MySpace. Like, that's my nigga. Like, I don't care. Like, that's my man now. What? So I was like, that's your man? She like, yeah, that's my man. Like, he said he want to be with me, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, girl, that's crazy. He didn't even know who you was a few hours ago. No offense. But yeah, so she was just like, girl, like, yeah. So Toya like, how the fuck you finna be with him? Like, he cannot come over there, da-da-da-da-da. She like, girl, well, I'll come see him. I was like, well, all those people in the house? So Toya was like, all those people? She turned around. She's like, all those people? How many people was in that damn house? So she just started laughing. She's like, it was this person, this many people. So she's like, I told him we're going to have to get a room or something, but he said he got to get his money up. Like, I was like, girl, yes, he's still in them jail clothes. She was just like, girl, shut up. No, they're not jail clothes. That was his regular clothes. I'm like, girl, no, they was not. Mind you, we had picked June up from jail one time. Them is jail clothes. So she's just laughing and stuff like that. And we ended up pulling back over there when we before we got close to up over there to her house, because Shisha was like, I don't even want to go kick it where they at, like take me home because I'm not trying to hear what they gotta say. So we was like, Shisha, you coming out tomorrow night, such and such having a party at the after hours, like he throwing some shit there. So she was like, I don't know, getting Shisha to come out and to the after hours was like pulling teeth. She would not come. I don't know what was wrong with this girl. So she was like, you don't want to party? So anyway, so she was like, I don't know, like I don't fuck with it. I'm like, girl, it's gonna be so many people in there, like you gotta come, like you gotta come. So we like, girl, yeah, we gonna get us outfits tomorrow. She like, maybe I'll probably come. I'll come. You know what, I'm gonna come. Which it seemed weird because she never came. So she was like, yeah, I'm gonna come. Like, I'm gonna come this time for real. Like, all right, what time we going tomorrow to get to the Mexico Plaza to get outfits? So I'm like, I'm gonna hit y'all when I wake up and we gonna go from there or whatever. So she's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be there. She just kept saying that, and it was like weird because I'm like, oh, this new D done got her, this new Glizzy done got her feeling way better. She want to party and shit. I like this for her. So anyway, we ended up leaving, and I ended up pulling back up over there on Dirk and Vaughn, but they had something they was gonna go do. So they was like, it's cool. And he was telling me like, yeah, you could pull up a little later if you want to. And I was like, nah, it's cool or whatever. Like, I'm about to go home. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm worried about getting me an outfit for the next day. So anyway, I dropped Toy off and I went home. So fast forward, this the next day. I end up picking him up and we go to the Mexico Plaza. We is trying to look the best. Y'all, one thing about it, I feel like when I went to parties, I gotta find the most shortest shorts, the most jiggliest shorts so I could shake this ass, and a crop top. You couldn't tell me nothing. I had no regular shirts, y'all. It was sad. I used to go on job interviews with a crop top on and a cardigan. I didn't have regular shirts at all. All I wore was crop tops. So anyway, we trying to find us an outfit. So we talking to Shisha. We like, Shisha, you gonna get you something? This bitch looking at lingerie. So we said, girl, you finna go in there like that? I was like, you know your people finna trip. They is not finna let you up in there like that. So she like, no, I'm trying to find something for my man, to wear for my man. So we like, we ain't finna see him. So Toya like, yeah, girl, like, when you finna see him? So she was like, tonight. So it's like, after the party, you gonna go to his house? I'm like, girl, do all those people live there? Or what the fuck? Cause you just gonna be in lingerie? I was like, he got his own room in there, mind you, which I knew he didn't. She was like, no, he share a room with like a few people. A few people? You better be walking around in lingerie with a few people, bitch? Is this a show? So anyway, so I was like, how you gonna be walking around in lingerie? She's like, I'm gonna get us a room. Like, I'm getting us a room. So I was like, oh, okay. So after the after the party, you're going to the room with him. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the room. Like, he take me to go get a room, and then he just gonna meet me there or whatever. And then, yeah, I'll just meet him there. So I was like, okay, after this, we go get you, go get your room or whatever. So she's like, yeah, just take me to the Magic Carpet on Manchester. I'm gonna get something from right there. Like, it should be fine. So I'm like, okay. So anyway, we end up leaving. She got her some lingerie. We trying to help her out too, y'all. She picked the most stupidest shit up. We like, girl, get this. She like, no, I want to wear this. It was something dumb as fuck. Like, it was the dumbest shit ever. Like, it might as well had a motherfucking shiesty mask on that motherfucker. Like, it was stupid. We like, she should don't know. This is, you got him thinking this is stick up, baby. Put on this sexy stuff. She like, no, I know what my man likes. You just met him yesterday. So anyway, she ended up getting some ugly ass shit or whatever. She was trying to get some little combat boots to go with it too. And we was just like, you know what? Just be barefoot in that room because you stressing us out. So anyway, we ended up leaving or whatever. We took her to go get her the room. So she was like, should I stay and then meet up with y'all? So we was like, if that's the case, we'll all just stay here and get ready from here, and then we'll leave to the party. Cause what is you talking about? Shisha, stop playing with us. You said you coming out. So she was just like, you know what, Lon, let's go back to the house. We gonna just go back to the house or whatever. So we like, all right. So we went back to her house. She was like, she was finna go in the house to do something. I forgot what she was gonna go do. And we was finna go pull up on, you know, the people we always pull up on, Dirk and them. So we like, all right, cool. We over there with them for a cool minute, like for hours, maybe like 2 hours. We at old boy house. Remember I told y'all the boy house? I forgot what I named him. The one who, if his baby mama is home, we can, well, she didn't even let her, but if she there, we cannot come there, and he act like he don't even know us. And it'd be like, damn, just introduce us to her. None of us want to talk to you, nigga. Like, what's up with you? Like, we hated it. It came to a point, we would be cold. It would be days where it's cold outside the hood. He let all the boys in the house, but we can't come in the house because his baby mama there. That shit used to stress us out. We used to be like, damn, you just gonna leave us in the cold? He's like, why don't y'all just go home? Made sense, because I don't know why we still out here. We'll literally sometimes just drive by and look at them, and we'll sometimes call Dirk and them to come outside. Like they be like, yeah, his baby mama frying up chicken. We be like, can you bring us some? Literally, they'll be sneaking us chicken outside. That shit was sad. What the fuck? I don't know why this boy didn't just introduce us to his baby mama. We didn't want him. The fuck? None of us. Anyway, I don't know. I think Shisha did kind of talk to him before. I don't know, but she wasn't with us. Anyway, so we was over there at his house for a cool minute, but he was like, yeah, they was like, oh, after the party, we gonna come back here, like we staying the night here. So he like, oh, okay. So we like, okay, we all staying the night at your house. So he like, nah, y'all can't stay. My baby mama, y'all already know. We knew her schedule. We knew the day she came. He's like, y'all already know tomorrow's Saturday. So we like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's messed up. So I'm like, dang, whatever, it's cool, it's cool. I'm like, I'm gonna just go home. Like, we not even tripping. So then, like, we wonder, I'm like, wait, time going by. I'm like, I'm about to go home. Like, we about to go home and get dressed. Like, we was gonna go get dressed in my house. But I'm like, where is Shisha? So I end up hitting up Shisha. I'm like, Shisha, we about to go to my house and get dressed. You gonna stay at your house and want me to come back and get you? Or what you gonna do? So she like, nah, just come get me. Like, after y'all done getting ready, just come get me or whatever. She was like, I'm trying to take pictures for my man. So I'm like, girl, just come to my house. I can take pictures of you for your man. So she like, no, it's cool, whatever, right? So we leave to go to my house. We get dressed and all that other shit. Before we even, when we done, we go straight to Shisha's house. We didn't even think to call her. We just went to her house and we got out the car and we rang the doorbell. Shisha grandma came outside and was like, hey, no, Shisha's not here. So we like, Shisha not here. Where is she? So we like, she like, y'all was waiting on her or something? And we was like, yeah, we was supposed to get her because we going to the party. And they like, she like, no, she left. She left about like an hour and a half ago. So I'm calling Shisha, she not answering. Finally, she texts me like, hold on. I know, call like Shisha. No, I don't care what you talking about. Hold on. I call Shisha back. I'm like, she ended up answering. She like, girl, what? I'm like, Shisha, where the fuck you at? She's like, girl, my bad. She's like, I ended up coming to the room. So I'm like, Shisha, how'd you get there? Because we know damn well that nigga didn't come get her from over here. She's like, I caught the bus. So I'm like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? My thing is not wrong with catching the bus, but I'm like, why you didn't just ask me to take you? And I'm like, and why are you at the room? She's like, I wanted to drop my stuff off. So I'm like, okay, well, we on the way to come get you because we finna go to the party. You said you was coming. So she like, well, no, don't come because my man finna actually pull up. So it's cool. I'm gonna just have him she was like, I'm gonna have him bring me. Have him bring you where? I said, girl, you know he cannot go nowhere near there. So she was like, don't fucking tell him where we be hanging out at. What is you fucking stupid? Da-da-da-da-da. She talking to her. She like, girl, chill the fuck out. Ain't nobody worried about y'all. He is not finna do no shit like that. Now she getting to it. So I'm like, Shisha, you being weird. If you're not coming, just say that. Like, that was just so weird. So anyway, she was just like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm probably just not gonna come. Like, all right, I'll just call y'all back. Bye. Stop calling me. And she hung up in our face. I'm like, she's a weirdo. So we ended up going there or whatever. When I said it was lit, oh my God, it was so lit up in there. Everybody and their mama was there. Mind you, a lot of people would come up in there. Like, it would be like, not every week. Some people would be there every week. The people that was from that hood, they'd be there every week. And we would be there every week. But like, it would be random that, it wouldn't be random. It would be other hoods in there all the time, but like not the same people. So it would be like, oh my God, remember such and such? You heard about such and such from such and such? Oh, he ain't here tonight. But this night, everybody was in there. Like, it was lit. The nail cycle was in there too. Oh, I hated him. So anyway, but you already knew how the nail cycle was weird. Like, when he'll see me around other people, one minute he knows me, the next he seems like he don't. I don't know. The shit, fucking weird, big head ass nigga. So anyway, this nigga, it made me just think, because I had viewed his story the other day, and it was a bitch feeding him. I'm like, I don't get it. Anyway, so, Yeah, so we was in there, we dancing, we just having fun or whatever. And I'm like dancing, like fucking it up. But I ain't dancing on nobody or whatever. We just dancing like in a circle, me and Tanya. And it was like other girls that was there too. Like it's a lot of girls that we had knew. So we dancing in a circle. So Dirk come over there, he was just like, come here. So I'm like, what? Like, what's up? He getting jealous. So he come over there, he was like, come here real quick. He was like, why this nigga just asked me about me? I mean, he's like, why this, mind you, when we was in there, we done talked to them a few times. He's like, cause we'll go over there to them and we'll have them like get us something to drink and we'll be drinking with them and stuff. So he's like, why this nigga from such and such just asked me about you? So I was like, who? What he look like where he at? So he like, stop playing with me. So I'm like, oh well, who is he? Like what he say? Like what he asked about me or whatever. He was like, I told him like, nah, you can't fuck with him. Like I told him like he can't fuck with you or whatever. So I'm like, oh, you a hater, you a cock blocker. So he's like, Symone, stop playing with me up in here. So I'm just like, one minute you my nigga, the next you not. I'm just kidding. I don't know what we was. I really don't. So anyway, so he's like, stop playing with me. So I'm like, all right. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But mind you, the whole time we talking, it was somebody like standing right by him. It was a girl just standing there. So I'm thinking like, you know, it is kind of packed. Maybe she's just standing there or whatever. So finally when like, we just looking at each other and like smiling, she had tapped him and she was like, you trying to roll up? So he was like, he looked at her. The way he looked at her was the way he looked at me. So he looked at her, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be right up over there. So I said, how you over here pressing me but you doing you? So he's like, man, girl, like, nah, she from such and such, like, that's the homegirl. So I said, nah, I seen the way you looked at her, nigga. So we laughing and stuff like that. He was like, you could come with us if you want to. So I was like, nah, I'm good, I don't even want to go. I'm like, go. I was like, tell old boy from whatever hood. I was like, tell him to come talk to me. Tell him to come get my Instagram or something. So he like, man, I told that nigga that's out, he ain't finna come talk to you. So we just laughing and stuff like that. He ended up leaving. So I'm still dancing in a circle or whatever like that. Next thing you know, like, we just having a good ass time. We drinking. That's one thing about it. We'll let our guard down because we knew it was around like a lot of people. I have family and shit from there that was in there. So it really wouldn't matter. Like, we knew it was around people that we know. So next thing you know, it was a commotion. You see people like running outside. So I'm like, okay, it can't be like no type of glizzy and going on. Remember when we thought it was, but the speaker fell? But it can't be nothing like that because I didn't hear nothing loud. And why would people be going to the front? So people going to the front, like rushing out the door, not running, but like rushing out. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So me and Toya start rushing out. Y'all, it's a big ass fight outside. Big in the street, just big. It's so much going on. And you know when like you drunk, I don't know, maybe it's me, but I get drunk and sometimes my vision get really weird. Like it don't get blurred, but shit just seems surreal. Like shit just seems like a dream to me. And it be weird, and in my hearing be just like, it seems like everything is just so loud but so quiet at the same time, if it makes sense. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. So everything just looked so fucking weird to me and sound weird. And I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, girl, oh my God. So next thing you know, Dirk come and pull my arm. He was like, come on, let's go. Like, come on, let's go. So I was like, what happened? He was like, Symone, let's just go. Come on. So I'm like, come on, Toya. I pull her. She was like, where's Vaughn? Y'all know she don't play about him. She was like, where's Vaughn? So Dirk like, he good. Come on. Like, we leaving. We up out of here. So she was like, where he at? Like, where he at? So he like, he cool. He was such and such. And he had said like some girl from some hood or whatever. So she was like, where they at? So we start walking. When we walking like to go to my car or whatever, she seen a girl that was with that girl from that hood. So she was like, where you going? She was like, I'm going to old girl car. She was like, we finna leave. Like, did you see what the fuck just happened? We finna leave. But we see niggas toting. It's like too much going on, but we walking away from all of that. So excuse me. So she was like, yeah, we finna leave. So she was like, well, I'm about to ride with y'all, because she knew Vaughn was in the car with them. She did not play. So he was like, all right, we gonna meet y'all. Like, we finna go to her car. We finna meet y'all. So it's just me and him walking, and we walking fast. Like, he pulling my arm. We walking so fast. He pulling me in one arm, Glizzy in the other hand. I'm like, what's going on? He like, I'm gonna tell you when we get to the car. Come on. So we hop in the car. He was like, fuck. Like, he socked my dashboard. Bitch, don't be doing all that. This car is not that equipped. The airbag might pop out. So I'm like, why'd you just hit my dashboard? He like, man, just pull off from right here. Just pull off from right here. So I'm like, where to go? He like, just pull to the hood. Like, just pull over there to the hood. So I pull up over there or whatever, and his car's over there. And he like, man, this shit is crazy. Like, it's fucking crazy. I can't believe that shit just happened, man. He started smoking a cigarette in my car. Like, I hate this, but I didn't ever say nothing about it. Sometimes I did, but in this moment, he really need this cigarette, so I'm gonna just let him have it. So anyway, he like, fuck. So anyway, the car that Toya and Vaughn was in, that pulled up too, and it was just a whole bunch of cars right there. He like, nigga, are you serious? Like, you see that shit? So I'm just thinking like, what's going on? I hop out the car. I talked to Toya. She was like, girl, like, you seen they was fighting? So I'm like, yeah. She was like, some shit just went down and somebody might not be waking back up, basically, if you know what I'm saying. So I said, what? So I'm like, I didn't hear no shots. And she was like, it wasn't none. And I'm like, what the fuck? So he like, man, just shut up. Like, stop talking too much about that shit. Like, for real, like, don't say too much. Like, let that shit come out. Like, don't be just going around saying shit. So I'm thinking like, who the hell I'ma tell? I don't even know what happened for real. I don't even know who was involved. I don't know shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So he's like, man, I'm like, oh my God. So I'm over here on Instagram. I don't know why I'm on Instagram trying to search like somebody going, never mind. So we like, damn, what the fuck? So then he was like, pull over to such and such house. Mind you, the same street that Shisha lived on was the same street that this other boy had lived on. He's like, pull over to such and such house. Like, I'm about to go. I need to make sure that nigga is in the house. Like, I need to make sure he there or whatever. Because he said he was finna leave. I guess he was supposed to have left, like, right before everything went down. Literally, like, right before. Like, when he said he was leaving, probably, like, a minute or 2 minutes later, shit went down outside. So he was like, pull over to what's called house. He ain't answering the phone. I gotta make sure he over there. So we pull over there, right? We two, 3 cars deep or whatever. We pull up over there. Mind you, he lived 2 houses across the street from Shisha. So we pull up over there. It's 2 cars deep. It's 2 cars in front of Shisha house. Lights on. And it's dudes outside, like, playing music. And they making videos. So I'm like, my heart is beating fast. Boom, 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 boom. I know y'all think that's a little bit slow, but it was beating a bit fast, right? So I'm like, I'm panicking. So he like, who the fuck is that? So I was like, I don't know. Because I knew who it was. I knew who it was. And I said, I can't believe Shisha brung this nigga over here. Why would you bring? So now my mind is going wild. I'm like, Shisha did some shit. This is what I'm thinking, because I'm like, I know he's like, who the fuck is that at Shisha house? He's like, what the fuck? Them ain't the homies. So they all, I guess, must have noticed him. They pulled up. The niggas, they looking too like, who the fuck is that? Because they know they ain't not in their hood. And I'm knowing that that's them niggas from that hood. So he was like, what the fuck? Who is them niggas? So finally, because he was like, pull up on the car. I was like, nah, that's the what's it called? I said, I just had to say it because I'm like, this is some weird shit. Because why would you bring them over here? So now I'm thinking like, oh my God, she told the enemies where we were at. They came, caused commotion. I'm thinking that they was the ones who caused all this shit, and now they up over here making videos dissing such and such hood in they hood. Because you know niggas like to do that, like, oh, we on our street, where y'all at? It was some shit like that, right? So he like, what the fuck? So when we pull up, they hop out the car. I'm like, oh my God, I hate being in situations. Oh my God, I know y'all probably like, you seem happy. I wasn't. So when they hop out the car, Toya ended up running to my car. They start walking. I'm like, don't even go over there. Don't go over there. But they already spotted them. It was like a situation like, Toya go over there, run to my car. She was like, Symone, what the fuck is wrong with Shisha? I was like, I don't know. Mind you, it was like clockwork. They walking up, Shisha coming outside. So Shisha like, no, get that shit from over here. She's talking to our people. So they like, Shisha, what the fuck, girl? Like, are you fucking stupid? Why the fuck you got these niggas over here? So they like, da 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 da. They banging and shit like that. And I'm like, I'm hyperventilating. And then, I'm just thinking like, oh my God, this is gonna be some shit. I'm afraid. And the first thought that I was thinking is Symone, drive off, because glizzy pops don't got no names. I know I've heard like glizzy pops. Y'all, YouTube don't be playing with certain words. Glizzy pops ain't got no name. So I'm like, hell no. I do not need to be over here. Symone, drive off. Oh my God. Dirk is going to be so mad at you, but don't care, because this is my life. Okay, so anyway, so I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared. So I'm like, Toya, what do we do? I'm scared. She's like, come on, let's get out the car. No, we gotta get out the car. Get out the car and do what? Run? Because I'm not going over there. So they getting into it and shit like that. So she's just trying to stand in the middle and stuff like that. And y'all, now another fight done broke out. I'm like, oh Lord. They over there fighting Dirk and Von. I named Von King. I named that nigga Von for a fucking reason, okay? So I'm like, I'm hyperventilating. Shisha, people come outside. Not her gaming people, but her grandma came outside. She's like, I'm calling the police. The police is on the way. But it's crazy because she said she was calling the police, but the police was already going to over there. So you hear sirens. Because mind you, we're not far from where we was just at. So you hear sirens and stuff like that. So they didn't stop and they hop in the car and they like, fuck such and such, this such, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just kidding. They didn't pop no glizzies. But Shisha hop in the car with them and they left. They was like, that bitch Shisha got as fuck. They was like, hell no. So they mad, they hop back in the car. He like, follow that car, Symone. I said, you done lost your motherfucking mind. Are you dumb? So I said, hell no, y'all better go. So he like, man, we didn't even check on that nigga. I said, y'all didn't even check on such and such. Mind you, I don't know where that nigga was. He wasn't at his house. He must have been somewhere else, but he was okay. So they like, man, what the fuck is wrong with her? Da, da, da. So I'm like, oh my God. Now I didn't know what to believe. So I'm like, so they the ones who went over there and caused all that stuff? He was like, no, Symone, that was between such and such and such and such. And I was like, oh. So hold on, I'm thinking she should have set up ass bitch. But she just knew everybody was gonna be gone at the party that night. So she had him come over there to bring her to get some stuff, to get some, y'all, this bitch done ran off with the nigga. Yeah, she had him bring her to her house so she could get some clothes and so she could run off with him. But she thought he wasn't finna come over there by himself. Mind you, he had no car no way, so he had to have somebody bring him. But he wasn't finna come by himself, so he had his homies from his hood come with him just in case. So that's why they was all over there. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to call her. She not answering the phone. So Tanya calling her, like, I'm about to call her. She keep calling her back to back. Mind you, Dirk, Vaughn, and Toya and Tanya is in the car with me. Toya, Tanya, whatever the fuck I name her. They in the car with me. And we headed to Dirk and Vaughn house or whatever at this point. So, oh, that shit scared me. I forgot I got this little thing going and it just lit up. I was gonna say, what the fuck going on? So anyway, so yeah, so she calling her, she just calling her back to back, back to back, back to back. So finally she answered. She's like, bitch, stop fucking calling my motherfucking phone, bitch. She going off on her. So she was like, Shisha, what is wrong with you? So I'm like, Shisha, this is Tanya and Symone. So she's like, I don't give a fuck. Tanya, stop calling me. You're weird as fuck, bitch. Why would you hop out the car? Blah, 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 blah. Because mind you, she didn't even hop out the car. When she hopped out the car, she got in the car with me. She ended up trying to go over there real quick, but like she came back. Like, what did you talking about? So she was like, so she just talking shit. She's like, leave me the fuck alone. Y'all ain't finna see me no more. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, Shisha, what the fuck is wrong with you? So they're like, Shisha, no, that shit wasn't cool. You had them motherfucking niggas in the hood. So you hear them niggas on the phone. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody just going at it. So I grabbed the phone. I just hung up. I was like, Shisha is a weird bitch. Y'all, me and her didn't fall out. But yeah, I'm just like, that's weird. It was just crazy. We ended up going to Vaughn and Dirk's house and we just talked about that shit all night long, y'all. All night long. It was funny because we was in Dirk's room. Me and Dirk, it'd be like when we would go to their house and chill and stuff like that. And like we spent the night at their house before, but I would literally spend the night in Dirk's room, but it's not like we would ever do anything. Like literally, we wouldn't even cuddle. Like we would just be laying in the bed and just go to sleep. It'd be times where everybody would fall asleep in the same room. But at this time we was all, I don't know why this nigga had a fucking huge ass California king. That nigga had a big bed. If that nigga didn't have nothing else in life, he had a big bed. So we was all in his bed just talking and we all fell asleep in the bed. Literally the next morning we woke up. I used to be like, I hate when we all fall asleep in the bed for real because I cannot get comfortable. But it's not like it was no weird shit going on because there's gonna be somebody in the comments like, I know y'all all was doing the do and fucking, and it wasn't like that. But y'all, I was stressed out because why the fuck, tell me why the fuck was she should run off with that man? She ended up coming back eventually, of course, but this bitch. Anyway, so yeah, I was just stressed out. That was a stressful ass night. That night was just crazy because it was like how it ended up being a fight. Somebody didn't wake up ever again. Then this fight happened. I was just stressed. I'm like, this is just too much for me. It was just too much for me. She should end up calling me the next day and she was like apologizing to me. And she, like when she called me, she couldn't really talk like that because she was with her boy. And I was just so scared for her because it was like he was monitoring her and she couldn't really talk. But she ended up texting me like a long ass paragraph like, girl, no, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Toya because she's weird as fuck and I know she brought him over there. And I'm like, we went over there to check on Stoop boy. I'm just kidding. We went over there to check on old boy that lived by you. We was not coming to see you. My thing is we never knew you would even be there. You were supposed to be at the room with old boy. We never knew you would even be there. So like, how are you mad at Tanya? Like she would just, I feel like want to be mad at Tanya for no fucking reason. So yeah, but we ended up like, she texted me or whatever. Like I said, she ended up coming back, but she did run off with him for quite a few days. She was gone for a while, literally. I think she was gone for like 2 to 3 months. She was gone. But anyway, when she left, it's like shit just started falling apart, y'all. But anyway, it was just crazy. But anyway, that's the end of this story time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I don't even know how long I've been recording because my phone's in a room on the charger, so I can't even check. But that's it for this story time. Just a little quick oldie but goodie. Who y'all think had somebody fucked up? Who was in the wrong? Let's just say Shisha. All together. 1, 2, 3. Shisha. So anyway, that's it. I love you guys so much. Vlogtober day number. Don't know what today is. I'm literally recording this video. It's probably midnight. And I'm going to upload it later today. Don't know what the day is though. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to keep tuning in. Like up this video. Please get this video to, I don't know, get it to some likes though. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.